go. Hey guys, welcome to the RCC YouTube channel. Today with us, we have Mr. Jairam Koparty, captain of the RCC Gladiators. Hey Jairam, what's up?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good as well. Welcome to the interview. My first question would be, you're considered one of the most successful captains in the auction. So, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, thank you for, calling me the most successful captain. I'm really happy with the players I got, Abhinav and Rehan. They're really strong bowlers and batters, and they've been very consistent for the past couple of matches. And I feel pretty happy of getting them. For Abhinav especially, I got him at such a low price. I could say
Yeah,
it's a steal, and I had enough funds to get Rehan too. So I'm pretty happy of how the auction turned out.
yeah, sure. So, And how would you reflect to the statement that Saeem made in his interview, calling your team the most overrated team?
Well, I can see why he said that. I say our team does have really good stats, like in skills, right? In bowling and batting, but we lack experience. For me, especially, I've not been a captain for a long time, right?
Yeah,
Generally don't know how to make the right calls at the right time, right? I need more experience and practice to do that. And while we do those practice matches, right? Maybe I'll get that experience, some of it at least. So for the actual matches, I'll be prepared to do something and use my team for the full potential.
okay, yeah. Now let's talk a bit about your players. Rehan is somewhat of an all-rounder, but he's more explosive in batsman. But sometimes, obviously, for my team during the tournament, he was a pretty good bowler, and he also won us the second game. So, how are you going to utilize Rehan as a player? Would you try to be make him a bit more of a batsman, or would you utilize him as a bit more of a bowler?
My first thing is I want to know how the player feels like before the match, like if they're really like locked in for batting, right? I would
Yeah,
definitely keep him as an opener because he's a solid and strong opener, right? As you have seen in the last matches, right? He performed
yeah,
very well. And if he's like says he's good at bowling, right? I'll
yeah,
make him do bowling too because I remember from the last Origami for Good tournament, right? His
yeah,
last final over, right? He did really well, right? We
yeah,
won by I think 1 run, which was really good
yeah.
for his
Because
bowling.
of it, yeah,
So I'm really happy that I got him, and I
yeah.
want to utilize him as much as I can. And for that, I'll just use him as batting and bowling. But it depends on how he feels. That's my main thing.
Okay, and so now let's come to Abhinav. Obviously, you got him for a pretty like it was like a steal, but I have also heard some players say that Abhinav is also kind of a consistent, what do you call it, bowler as a bowler.
Yeah. He's a
So,
very consistent bowler. He has experience playing with other players like, Arjun, Surya, and all of them, right?
yeah,
So I'm pretty happy that I have him on the team because he knows how to, play against them,
yeah,
right? In bowling, which is like the main thing. And for batting, for the last practice match we played, right? Me and him got a really good partnership. I'm pretty sure it was like 30 or 40 run partnership, which was really good. And he hit really well. He hit like a couple of sixes, couple of fours, right? Many boundaries.
yeah.
And I'm really happy that he did that. And I hope he does that in the future, which I expect him to do because he's been very consistent.
Yeah. Now let's talk a little bit about I got some questions from some of our members who like actually did the Google form that I posted and didn't ignore it like some other people. So let's take some of those questions. So we have first question from Arjun. He's saying, "Who are going to be your openers along with Rehan? Because you can either because wait, his handwriting is so bad, my bad."
Okay, for
I think he means that who's going to open with Rehan?
batting,
Yeah,
it really does depend on the situation, right? And the team we're going against. Let's say we're going against Science team, right?
yeah,
Science team, really they only have one good bowler, which is Arjun.
yeah,
And mostly he's gonna be bowling like what is it for its T10, right? So he's gonna be
yeah.
bowling 3 or 4 overs. So if that's the case, I might send in Rayhan and Abi, depends, or I might go with Rayhan
Oh,
as an opener. It depends.
and
But it also I want to see like the non-core players, right? I have, right?
yeah,
I want to see who I get and see like how confident they are in their skills in batting or
yeah,
bowling. if they're confident as an opener, I'll send them in for sure because I want to utilize them as much as I can because I don't want to feel like make them feel they're being left out,
Okay.
right? But
Yeah.
they're also part of the storm, and I want to have them get the experience too. So if they want, if any of the non-core players want to be an opener,
Yeah.
I'll let them open with the Rayhan. If not,
Okay.
then me and Abi will be like first down or second down.
Okay. Yeah. Now let's talk about more about the non-core players. So, what kind of non-core players are you like really going to target during their draft picks? Like, are they going to be bowlers, batsmen, or is your focus going to be on the fielding? Like, one more.
Mostly fielding.
Yeah.
My team, right, it has a really strong assault and solid bowling and batting lineup.
Yeah.
I want just good fielders, people who will be able to run to the ball, right? Will be I can trust them in taking catches, and will always be prepared, always ready for
Okay.
anything. That's what my main thing I'm expecting from the non-core players that are on my team. But other than that, I'm not gonna expect too much from them unless, we're under pressure, right? I'll probably want to make them, try better more and like,
Okay.
do more better stuff with what they can do.
Yeah. I'll be honest. Yeah, that's a good choice. Yeah. I think. Yeah, that's all. That's all for today. Thank you for again attending this interview and giving us your precious time. Have a great day.
Yeah, thank you for interviewing me too. They were good questions. I really appreciate it.
Okay, okay, bye.
Bye.